This is Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. Now from the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, here's your host, Eric Wilson.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. This is our Sweet 16 round. There are only 16 teams left in our tournament after beginning with 32, and it is going to be an exciting game. For the first time this week, we see the Auburn Knights. Let's say hello to them. Now, what can I say about Auburn that hasn't really said before? 6 times in the bowl, 6-time champions. Could be a high-scoring game. Who knows? Captain Justin, correct? Justin, introduce us to the rest of your team.
To my left is Ashley, this is Nam and Eddie.
Welcome to the Auburn Knights. Trying to keep Auburn from repeating as champions, though, are the Cougars from Eastland. Let's say hello to them. You may remember Eastland from the first game this season. It actually took that final question to get that victory. I can see in your eyes that that was probably still fresh in your head, even though it's been a while since we played that game. Cougars' 4th second-round appearance in the last 6 years. And if they win today, they will make it to the 3rd round for the first time. That is very exciting. Eastland, who's your captain? Abby, introduce us to your team.
Hi, I'm Abby. To my right is Maddie. To my far left is Hudson. And to my near left is Keegan.
Welcome, Eastland Cougars. All right, good luck to both of our teams. Are you ready to play the game? No one came to hear me talk. Let's get to some action and some questions. Our Superior Joining Technologies buzz-in round is the first round. Remember, you buzz in, you're on your own. 2 most important rules this season. Make sure you say your answer loud and clear because of the masks, and also wait for me to call your name before you give an answer. Everybody set? Here's our first question this week. What actor who originated the role of King George III in the Broadway show Hamilton plays Holden Ford on Mindhunter and voiced Kristoff in Frozen? Hudson.
Jonathan Groff.
That is correct. Right before the buzzer, he will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of his love as well. Jonathan Groff is worth 10 points to you. Eastland, you're first on the board. New question. What animal is cut up in a Benjamin Franklin cartoon above the words, Eddie?
Snake.
That's right. Above the words, join or die. And it appears on the Gadsden flag. Above the words, don't tread on me. Auburn's on the board now. What 2011 novel that depicts Caleb's decision to join a faction led by Janine Matthews called Erudite is the first in a YA series? Justin.
Divergent.
That is correct, by Veronica Roth. YA standing for Young Adult. That's 10 more points for Auburn. What Athenian playwright of the 5th century BC mocked his contemporaries in satirical comedies such as The Knights and The Birds? Ashley.
Aristophanes.
That is correct. Athenian may have led you in the right direction to know that he was Greek. That's 10 more points. What gland, which is connected by a narrow infundibulum to the hypothalamus, secretes growth hormone and is known as noun?
Pituitary.
Say that again, Nam.
Pituitary gland.
That is correct, the pituitary gland. It's also known as the master gland, and that's worth 10 points. What state, which grew out of the colony where the Stono Rebellion took place, was where Justin?
North Carolina.
Incorrect. I'll finish for Eastland. Is where Denmark Vesey allegedly planned a slave revolt in 1822. Abby.
Virginia.
Incorrect. You both had the right region, and you had Carolina correct. It's South Carolina, not North Carolina. Plans did not go well for him either. No points for either team. Let's get a new question. What treaty created the free city of Danzig? Justin.
Versailles.
That is correct. You don't even need the rest of that, and we will move on to a new question. 10 points for you. What cable channel, which premiered The Readout in 2020, also airs the left-leaning programs The Beat with Ari Melber and The Rachel Maddow Show? Keegan.
MSNBC.
That is correct. Joy Reid hosts The Readout. That's 10 more for Eastland. You're up to 20 now. What NFL team, after starting undrafted quarterback Kyle Allen in 2019, saw Luke Kuechly retire and released Cam Newton? Keegan.
Carolina Panthers.
That is correct. Another Carolina question, and that one's worth 10 points for you. You're now up to 30, Eastland. What hero's lovers included a queen of Lemnos named Hypsipyle, and a princess from Colchis named Medea, who helped him obtain the Golden Fleece? Ashley.
Jason.
That is correct. He led the Argonauts. That gets you 10 more points. What crank-operated weapon, patented by an American doctor? Justin.
The Gatling gun.
That's correct. 1862 is when it was patented, an early machine gun named after Richard Gatling. 10 points, Auburn. What river flows past a rock formation called the Lorelei, empties into the Black Sea in Romania, and traverses the cities? Justin.
The Danube.
That's right. Traverses Budapest and Vienna. 10 points. Amalgams are alloys containing what element? A column of which? Dan.
Oh, mercury.
Say that louder.
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. Column which indicated atmospheric pressure in Torricelli's barometer. That's 10 points, and that's how we end the round. Auburn's up to 90 right now. Eastland has 30. Everybody is still in this game, plus there are plenty of points to play. We'll get to more points to earn as we play, and we'll get to more of those points next in our volleyball round.